really I know what I need to do. I know what I need to get better at. I know I have a lot of people that are counting on me, and a lot of people that I also want to prove wrong. So I just know that I'm here to get my work done, and I'm gonna be the best that I can.
You know, in combine training, you always want to have the fastest guy, you know, at the combine. So, you know, I've had an opportunity to talk to him early in the season and, you know, just see how he played. He wasn't, you know, just a track guy. So, you know, I liked everything about him. So, you know, I just got in contact with him and, you know, just kept talking about our program.
Anthony knew where he wanted to go from the very beginning. I think he had thought through some of the options that he had. But he always wanted to go train with Yo. I think he liked the idea of being somewhat close to home. Plus, you know, working with Yo and of course the great Randy Moss, you know, comes in and works with those guys. And I think he was excited about that, you know, hey, working with the best.
This is what you got to be dedicated to. There's money out there for you. There's money for you, but you got to be dedicated, man. Move, come on.
He's one of the best, if not the best receiver to ever play football. So it's just kind of taking what he's done, taking what he's saying and trying to emulate it. That's just like what you want to do. And then it just like, it feels good like hearing him saying good job, because it's like, it's the best receiver ever to play, telling you good job. So you must be doing something right.
I was a fan of Randy Moss. My son was a fan of Randy Moss, and for him to like actually know my son's name and not only know his name, but to be training him, it's amazing.
I told you, as fast as you are, put your feet with your speed, boy, you'll be deadly. You'll be deadly. Come on, Ant. That's better. There you go. There you go.
He doesn't try to run you into the ground, but like if you keep on messing up, it's gonna end up being that way just because he wants it to be perfect.
I need you better than that. Auburn, I need you better than that.
He gives them so much information on how to attack a DB, how to get a DB in a situation where you can play with their leverage. You know, Anthony's going to have, when he goes in the league, they're all going to know what his speed is. So he doesn't have to run 4.2 every time. And so that's what Randy really focuses on, control until you need the speed.
Create more space. What I tell you they looking for. There you go. You just gave me straight off the ball. Then you went in there. You caught the ball, okay, whatever. Creating space, man, coverage.
All right, you're not collegiate athletes no more, you're professionals. All right, act like it, and treat your body like it. Remember I said that. If you respect this right here, man, it'll take you a long way. It took me. It got me out of poverty. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing I'm telling you guys, all right? We're not gonna break down in the huddle, break down where you at. Hard work on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hard work. It's kind of like the best, I feel like it's the best way to recover if you're just gonna sit around and do nothing. It's like you're able to sit down, get some recovery in, and still like go on your phone. Sometimes I'll bring my laptop over, watch some YouTube.
When it's time to work, he'll practice hard, he'll be there, he'll do all that, he'll be great there. But when it's time to just relax, he has no problem relaxing.
Sits in his room, plays video games, FIFA. I don't think he plays anything else, to be honest with you.
I think it's pretty good. I will say I don't like that it's bigger, but I guess if it needed to be bigger for all the capabilities that it had, I'll take it. At least it's not a DVR like the Xbox One was. I started playing FIFA probably like FIFA 14 or 15, so I kind of got familiar with those two teams. And then probably by like FIFA 18, I started actually playing FIFA for real.
Ant listens to different music. He likes the different video games. You know, he has his own flavor, and, you know, to each his own. You know, his is working for him, so, you know, keep doing it. Keep doing what you do. You know, don't change for anybody.
I'll say I do like Sonic games, even though they've been hit or miss lately. Like I got into Sonic I wasn't in it early, because like my first ever video game was on the PS2. It was a collection of like all the old Sonic games, so like Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles.
I introduced him to Sonic. So I introduced him to Sonic because he didn't know about, video games. He seems to really take an interest in that one.
She also told me, she was like, Sonic is like hard, like you probably will never beat it. Cause like I was in a stage before and I couldn't get past it, and she was like, yeah, Sonic always has those stages where you just can't get past it.
He's very particular about the things that he likes. He's liable to just be sitting around eating bacon. Like I remember he came on his OV and he just had a big box of bacon. That's all he wanted. He loves bacon, and he'll be watching Star Wars or something like that. That's what he's into.
Like I love Star Wars. I've watched all the movies.
It was like a marathon Star Wars, and like he was trying to tell me all this stuff because I don't know. I didn't know it all. Like I was confused. I watched it a little bit when I was younger, like growing up, but he really told me like the backstories and everything. He was telling me which one was bad and which one was good. Like he has his favorite ones, and
Empire, Last Jedi, New Hope, and then 4 and 5 I switch around between Return and The Force Awakens, and then 6 I put Rogue One, 7 I put Revenge of the Sith, 8 I put Phantom Menace, 9 I put Rise, 10 Solo, and 11 Attack of the Clones.
See, I'm geek. I'm a Star Wars geek too, so I'm with him right there. So we have some things in common,
Like I've watched Dragon Ball Z, all of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. I think I'm up to season 3 in My Hero Academia. I grew up loving Spider-Man, and then I like Captain America too. Yeah, I love theme parks. I'm a thrill seeker. I love Rock and Roller Coaster. I love Space Mountain, and I love Tower of Terror. Those are like my top 3 there. At Universal and Islands, I love Revenge of the Mummy is probably my favorite. I love the Hulk and I love Rip Ride Rocket, and then I love all the water rides there, like all of them. They're probably the best collection of water rides ever. For stuff that I'm passionate about, like I'm very passionate about it. Like you can tell that like I'm very I love it.
Like I always tell Anthony, he's a Ferrari, with a Honda axle. He's just got a lot of, things going on, but he's a powerful, bright, focused kid that really wants to understand his body.
I might be fast, but he sees the stuff that I can do that I can become even faster. Like we talk a lot about I have the speed side, but not really the power side of everything. So he says if I get that power side, I can be even more scary. I feel like I've been improving every single day I've been out here. Yeah, I feel like we're a pretty good group of guys. Randy and Riddell, they both said that this is the best, top to bottom, best receiver class they've had.
I've been knowing about Anthony Schwartz and, how exceptional he was, with his speed. And for him to transition it to football, it's a totally different thing, and that's what, we're working on right now.
Kind of slow down to get the technique down, get everything what I need to be down. Instead of running fast and rushing the route, able to slow it down, kind of feel what you want to feel at the top of the route.
That's something you see every 10 years, 15 years. You get a kid like Anthony Schwartz that can run 10.18 as a high schooler, and all that is on just natural ability. You don't see that very often, and when something like that comes around, you pay attention to it and you admire it.
Track is great for his 40 because, even though he doesn't focus on it, his muscle has memory and he understands, he remembers as we start going into that true linear focus, where we don't care if he stops. He really understands his start. He understands the position that his hip should be in, his heel, his knee. He understands all that.
I did feel my hamstring just get a little bit tight on me, and so I just came from treatment, and now we're about to go to get some cryotherapy just to keep everything firing. Puts you in a huge chamber, and basically all it is just lowering your body temperature down.
And the reason that we do that is because it helps to blood rush the internal organs and then cycle that blood through the heart, get fresh, new oxygenated blood to the extremities, helps remove lactic acid, makes mobility easier, range of motion increase, and even decreases joint pain and inflammation.
That's cool right there. It's 3 minutes, but in there is the longest 3 minutes ever.
In their books, one of the pages I focus on is their goal page. It talks about their why. It talks about where they want to be. Everything's about his mom. It's one of the most impactful whys that I've ever had. I mean, detailed to what she's done and why it means so much, and her support. And it's very, very motivating and emotional.
You know, she always did keep him motivated, and she's just motivated by the fact that she wants him to be the best he can be.
She had to work at my high school at night for me to be able to still go there. And so like I appreciate everything. She didn't get home some days till like 9:30, and I'm already home, and it's just like I appreciate everything she's done. I appreciate her doing that.
Anthony and I had a great relationship, and I have my mom, I had family and friends. I had a great group of friends that I've always felt like, you know, I had a village around me. I had the coaches, from, you know, football, track, all the coaches, dads, other dads. It was like we all were a village. And it was like Anthony didn't feel like left out because we were all there for him.
The least I can do is work as hard as she has worked her whole life to make sure that she doesn't have to work again.
This isn't a big chain, and we're not just a training mill just getting these guys in and out. It's about a bond and a connection. And when you read that, you have to buy into the guy and support the guy. You know, emotionally, like it's very impactful. And so, you know, I'm all in with that kid just after reading that.
So I did the vertical, the broad jump, the 40, the 5-10-5 shuttle, and the L drill. So my 40 time was a 4.26, which was 100th off of one of the run. I wanted to run 4.25 or under, but I'm happy with it. I was able to run fast and be able to showcase my speed. And they said, even scouts said that the time doesn't matter because I show it on the field, but I still want to run a good time, put down a good time.
To hear that my son is the fastest college player, it's amazing. It's just like, I don't know how, I guess I'm still kind of like in awe of that, just to hear that. And when people say that, when I hear it on the media, I'm just like amazed.
I feel like I was able to showcase my speed, my change of direction, my route running, and everything that was asked of me. I feel like honestly, I feel like I made a lot of money today. I got some good feedback from them. They were all pretty much high on me. They just said I was doing a good job, and that I was able to, they just wanted me to not rush things a little bit because I'm so fast to get in and out. They said they'd rather have me slower coming in and then fast coming out. But as they said, even then, I was still smooth and be able to break and kind of cut correctly. And they said they liked how I was able to run through catches and just catch the ball. They like how I'm able to relay the concepts back to them and get it like kind of right away. And they said they love my play speed, and they think that they said that they love that I can, I go and attack the ball. I'm not a body catcher, and that I'm a guy that they say they love my special teams value. And so that's really how most of them have been, and I think they've all gone really well. The question coming out always for Auburn receivers is, oh, they're not developed, they can't run a route tree. But like seeing Darius is doing what he's doing, that just shows that we can still play. Y'all might not see it in the games, but in practice we're going at it, we're developing and running as many routes as we can. Just we don't call the plays. We just do what the coaches tell us to do on the games.
They all call with the same questions, Coach. Like, man, I like your guy Anthony Schwartz. Is he tough? Is he a track guy? Those track guys kind of scare me. And I tell him straight up, I'm like, Anthony Schwartz is a dog. And you see what he's doing right now. I mean, he tore it up in the NFL Combine. He really got developed at Auburn. And is he a track guy? Is he a football player? To he's one of the top receivers in the NFL draft this coming up year.
Draft-wise, it just depends on what a team is looking for. Because if you're looking for a guy that can flip the field, be a mismatch, and you're looking to get that guy in the 3rd round, 4th round, I don't see anybody better.
My part of the journey was to show it at Pro Day and do good in these interviews. So now I feel like my part is done, and now it's kind of a weight off my shoulders, because like now the part that I had to deal with is over with, and now it's pretty much a lot of stuff that I can't control.
I don't have any preference where he goes. I really don't. I'll be happy, you know, wherever he goes. That would be just a blessing.
Download the Milo's mobile app today and receive a free cheeseburger after your first purchase.